Welcome. Today we are beginning a new session. In this session, our our aim is that we shall compile Vedic Mathematics referencer. The difficulty which we are feeling is that Vedic Mathematics has not reached us and is also not at present in a state in which we can have a standardized textbooks in a graded form so that we can introduce it from first standard till the university graduation, post-graduation level continuity of instructions of Vedic mathematics as a mainstream discipline. The title of the object or the project is going to be Vedic Math Referencer. All of us who are fulfilled with an intensity of urge to revive Vedic mathematics of its original glory of the Vedic order shall pool our experience and wisdom and to have a standard form of Vedic mathematics referencer. Vedic math referencer may be of one or many volumes, and at the center of it is going to be the set of aims. Number one, revival of Vedic mathematics of original glory. The second aim is to have standard textbooks for mainstream discipline of instructions. These two primary aims put a very big responsibility upon the shoulders of sadhakas. Now we have to proceed without prejudice, fresh. We have to begin from the very beginning from the very beginning. This in itself is going to be a very big challenge, as we have to decide how to begin, what is to be accepted as the beginning point, starting point is also to be fixed. We know there are many schools of thoughts, and when we go to the Upanishads, then one set of Upanishads are taking that Om is the starting point. The first Upanishad is Mandukya Upanishad. The another stream is that we shall begin with Isha Upanishad. This school of thought takes us to that Isha Upanishad itself is the 40th chapter of Yajurved Sahita. This is the only Upanishad which from the available literature takes us to straight to the Samhitas, to the Vedas. So Isha Upanishad is the text. It is of the Ved itself. It takes us to Ved, means Ved Sahita. The Mandaka Upanishad spokespersons, this school of thought takes that beginning and end of the whole range of Vedic systems, Vedic knowledge, Vedic orders is that beginning is to be with Om and the conclusion as well, reach as well, is to be at Om. And further, when we have a visit to the presence of Om in Vedic literature, Vedic scriptures, we see it has many unfolding phases as Om, as Pranava, as Om, as Omkar, as Udgit, as Vashatkar, as such. This expression, this unfolding, as it is also of sequential steps, sequential forms. The another school of thought is that Vedic Ganit is of Vedic Ganit Sutra. Vedic Ganit Sutra, as per the Swami Bharati Krishna Tirtha Ji Maharaj, it is the Atharvaved Prashist, it is part of the Vedas. The Vedic knowledge also has an organization as Ved is organized by Maharishi Vedvyas as Rigved, Yajurved, Samved and Atharvaved. These three Vedas are Traividya, and Atharvaved is the Ved of the interpretation, the meanings, the reach, the format, the foundation upon which we can enter the Trividya. And these Vedas are having Upavedas, taking Vedas as the pure values and Upavedas as the parallel applied values. Then Rigved has Ayur Upaved, Yajurved has Dhanura Upaved, Samved has Gandharva Upaved, and Atharvaved has Sthapatya Upaved. Now, Ganit, Vigyan, Takniki, or the disciplines of knowledge which have been source, Sthapatya as a foundational source. So Sthapatya Ved as Sthapatya Upaved of Atharvaved is the source of scripture. Therefore, to start with, let us accept that the Vedic Ganit Kosh to be explored from Atharvaved as the foundational source and of the pure values, and Sthapatya Upaved as the source applied values foundation. And Sthapatya Upaved will take us to scripture Mansara, and from Mansara we will reach at Sthapatya Mapdand. And the Sthapatya Mapdand will take us to Trimurti, Lord Vishnu is the presiding deity of Sthapatya Mapdand. Brahma is the presiding deity of Man, Mayer. So, Vishnu is the presiding deity of Dand, Brahma is the presiding deity of Man, and Shiv is the presiding deity of Rajju, Sarp, Nag, these features, as these are providing us initial exploration so that we can settle our starting point, so that we can initiate this process of compilation. And with this, we will reach at the idols of Lord Brahma, which will take us to hypercube 4 space, and idol of Shiv will take us to hypercube of 5 space, and idol of Lord Vishnu will take us to hypercube 6, a 6 space body. Now, as the entire literature, sutras, samhitas, and other Vedic literature available with us is in a Devanagari Varnamala, therefore, our real start for compilation of Vedic mathematics referencer naturally is to have Devanagari as the starting point. Therefore, the organization format, organization features of Devanagari alphabet as swaras, as Vyanjan, as Yam is going to be the basic keys And we know that for these keys we have to glimpse the placements of the letters, which will take us to Divya Ank Vyavastha. It is transcendental code values. So from Devanagari Varnamala to transcendental code values is going to be our natural step, and Swara will take us to TC value 15, which is the parallel TC value of a Ram, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Vyanjan takes us to TC value 29, which is parallel to TC value of a Brahma, and Yam takes us to TC value 12, parallel to the TC value of a Shiv. As such, at the initiation point, at initial stage, it appears that we may start with Devanagari Varnamala, or we may start with Sthapatya Upaved, or we start with Om. As we know, the Om is availing triple letters, and as synthesis thereof, as a composition thereof, we are reaching at Om, and TC values become 1, 3, 9 and 16, means 13 and 16, which is parallel to the Ganita Sutras and Ganita Upsutras. So prima facie, at initiation point, at this phase and stage, when we are thinking of, when we are planning, when we want to initiate, when we want to settle the initial points, that from where we shall begin the compiling the Vedic Mathematics referencer, that it appears that from all schools of thoughts, by having a start from any particular foundation of any school of thought, ultimately the entire foundation of entire school of thoughts will be taking us to a common domain. It is this hope, it is this bright hope, it is this brilliant point which is providing us, fulfilling us with confidence that our Vedic Mathematics referencer will ultimately take us to firm foundations upon which the superstructure of Vedic Mathematics can be settled, and by having this settlement, we will be hoping revival of Vedic Mathematics of original glory, and also we shall be having a net fruit, net result of this exercise in the form of standard textbooks for the mainstream discipline of mathematics for schools. As such, today, let us pool our experience by forming small groups, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons groups can take up independently without being prejudiced, and then day to day we will be pooling our experience, our attainment, we will be discussing, we will be settling, and we will be taking the next step. So today we have a resolve that we want to take the project of compilation. Rather, it is going to be an attempt to compile Vedic Mathematics referencer with the dual aim of having a revival for the Vedic Mathematics as of original glory, and as a concrete step having a settlement of the textbooks. For these textbooks, we have to keep in mind that our traditional lineage of Vedic knowledge domain is that we have to approach Vedic domain through Vedangas, and the reach from Vedangas to Vedic domain is to be through Shad-darshan. Therefore, from the Vedangas, we can take shelter of Jyotish Vedang, Lagd Rigved Jyotish Vedang, and Lagd Ved and Lagd Yajurved Jyotish Vedang are the two scriptures which shall be helping us to guide as to how the knowledge is to be compiled and in which form traditionally the organized knowledge has reached us. And the second help can be had from Shad-darshan, and among us Shad-darshans we have to take the help of Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya Darshan, and Yoganishta of the Yoga Darshan. Therefore, Kapil Sankhya Darshan and Patanjali Yoga Darshan are the two scriptures which will help us proceed further. These will provide us the light how we can step by step proceed further to revive the Vedic mathematics of its original glory. The ultimate test of our success, the index of our success is going to be as to the extent to which the students of Vedic mathematics, the scholars of Vedic mathematics shall be ultimately having the capacity, intelligence, potentialities to glimpse and imbibe the values of Ashtadhyay on the one hand, and the ultimate index is going to be that we are at the platform from where we can hope to glimpse and imbibe the Samhitas, of which the source Samhita being the so-called Rigved Samhita. And among us these Samhitas as well, our central index will be how far we are in a position to glimpse and imbibe the virtuous features and values of mantra, richa, richo, akshare, parme, vyoman. With these initial stage expression, I hope that sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge will be approaching this project without being prejudiced at all, and the original approach, unprejudiced approach, is to be followed. With this, I wish you best of luck. Thank you very much.